Hello, this is Eitan, and today I'm gonna make a review on short fixed blade, a collaboration between FN USA, the gun company, and a knife company called Bawidamann. Bawidamann. Hope I'm pronouncing it right, but I feel I don't. This model was introduced in 2015, I think, or 16, I think 15, at SHOT Show. They made 250 units out of it and sold it the retail price of $450. The idea was to make a high-end fixed blade, high quality one, number it, sell it in a very luxurious gift box, and the money that we'll earn from the profits will go to families who had an active member of the special operations, one of the special operation units, and he fell or injured in combat, I think fell in combat, and to help them financially for education funds for the kids and stuff like that. A noble cause indeed, so we'll remember it. This one I received from a friend of mine. He's also Special Forces, numbered 111. He didn't had too much use of it, but he made he asked for someone to make him a custom sheath to carry it a bit different, and I will relate it later. So let's see a bit of the specs of this model. So we're talking about something like 11-ish centimeters blade, which is 4.25 inch, full tank construction of S35VN stainless steel, which is one of the higher end steel with very good edge retention, and she's considered tough for a stainless steel. This is why a lot of fixed blades are stainless steel fixed blades. Hard use are from S35VN. Let's see the stock thickness, blade thickness, bit more than 4 millimeters, and the grind starts from the lower third. We have a semi-tanto shaped blade with a curve and a bit of jimping here. G10 handles and 3 screws that attach everything together with a linear hole. Over here we have a sort of a kydex or something similar sheath, molded, fits in, tighten, an option to attach it to all sorts of mounting options, and a couple of screws if you want to mount something else on it. So let's talk about the advantage and disadvantage of this model. Well, the advantage, one of the biggest advantage of this model, beside the steel, there is a lot of someone thought deeply on how this knife will sit in one's hand, and it sits wonderfully. I mean, all these ridges and shapes of the handle and those two curves inside, it feels like it's part of your hand. You need to hold it to understand what I'm talking about, but every part of your hand, like, it has a spot and not hot spots, and if you wear it with gloves also, you have room here, room here. These are large I forgot the professional name in English, but gloves hand will fit well. It's also secure the knife in your hand like a guard, if it had a guard here, so if you stab something, well, the knife really sits good, and this is something you cannot take too lightly, because a knife can be great with all, no, super blade, super sharpness, I don't know, cuts like a laser, but if it don't sit good in your hand, so you won't able to use that potential. Okay, so this is, we have A++. I think this is one of the strongest parts of this knife. We have a thick blade, semi-tanto, which I see it as a advantage and not a disadvantage. They didn't go to pronounce the edge here, you know, with the straight angles, and it's better. It's better like that because the slicing motion is much better. The knife is not too thick, so it will be a good slicer, and strong, tough, very tough. I guess the hardness is very high. Let's see how it cuts. Let's take some, before we see how it cuts, two more things, size compression, and you see here, this is a sharpening choil, also very important. Let's see, let's compare it with size. We have here a Leatherman Charge, so you can compare. You have, and we have here Microtac Socomol 8, which is at the same size, I think. Let's see how much it weighs. Sorry about that. Didn't made it in the particular order, but you'll forgive me about it, right? The weight is in grams. 193 grams. The sheath, 60 grams. So we have 250 grams just for a comparison, like a Leatherman Charge, with the same with the sheath. Okay, now we have another sheath. A friend of mine made it for his use. He likes when the knife sits tight to his body. Put a belt horizontally here, and it sits very well, easy to take it out. Well, he carries it, so he decides how to do it best. So I said, let's cut some stuff. Just a second here, give me a sec. I'm gonna review that baby later. Okay, cool stuff, not too complicated. We have over here light leather, okay? Very nice. Let's cut it in the middle. It's a very... Let's try to cut it like a paper, and don't grab it too much, but like that, like that, like that. Okay, very nice. Let's take thick leather. I think it will be easier for that one. And I was mistaken. I don't want to apply too much force, so I apply a bit. Well, it's hard for it to penetrate. Okay, let's talk about the disadvantage of this knife. There are not too much things that I find bother. One of them is the fact that the tang and the handles are not at the same height, and it's a bit out. I hate when it feels uncomfortable with bare hands. Sometimes it's just me, but this is one thing that if it's wonderful grip have, only this part that sticks out. I like it more like this, you see. So knife a friend of mine made the same height. Find it more comfortable. So this is one, but this is just me. You might not find it uncomfortable. The other thing, which I don't understand, is why did he choose to start the grind line at the lower third of the blade, while he could make it a bit higher. I think it would penetrate, slice better, deeply. I mean, it's a very wide blade, I can understand that, but I think it's only better for the performance. Now, as you've seen, it had a bit of hard time to cut through the leather, through the hard leather. It's not easy to cut. I don't know how much is it, like 6mm leather. So it's hard, and you need to push hard to get results. I think the problem is not with the grind, but with the apex, and maybe a bit of a change in the apex it will dig better. But the bottom line, I think it's a wonderful knife with a lot more advantage than disadvantage. It's rare and very pricey. Now, I can't really much relate to the price as a disadvantage because it's how do you call it, a charity knife. So it's made for charity. All the idea behind it is to donate the funds to family who need it. So I can't really relate to this aspect of the knife. So if there are more similar knife like this in mass production, so it's very good, it's very nice. I think with a bit improvement of the grind, it will be a very good tool, very good fixed blade. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks.